Good morning, my little rays of sunshine. How are you all doing out there this morning? I'm Michelle the Introvert, and I'm back in my kitchen, as you can see. And I have a project for myself, a brand new project, something that I've never ever tried before. But you know me, I'm a very curious person. I'm a curious sort. So I thought I'd like to try a new recipe. And this is probably going to be a success or fail video. Either I'm going to have success at this or I'm going to fail. But either way, I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it because it's a brand new project for me. And I'll show you what I'm going to try. Here's a recipe that I got off the internet for homemade flour tortillas. And one of the benefits of making things from scratch at home is you can either subtract sugar, subtract salt, or keep those ingredients at the level that it requires in the recipe. Now today it has a measurement for salt, but I think I'm going to cut back a little bit on the salt. But everything else looks fine, my friends. And this first page here has to do with the ingredients. There's really not very many ingredients. I'll read them to you here. I better put my glasses on. Just a second. Okay, what does it say? Some flour, some lard or vegetable shortening, some salt, baking powder, and some hot water. And I already have my hot water boiled in my kettle. So I'm all set to go that way. So there's really not a lot of ingredients, but if you take a look at these three pages, there's 3 pages of instructions. I took some time yesterday to write out all of these instructions and the whole recipe. And because it seems like, it seems like an interesting recipe for sure, and because it's something I've never done before, I thought I'd better try this project in the morning rather than wait till the late afternoon by supper time. And this meal here, these tortillas, I'm going to make this into a wrap for supper time. So my friends, I'm hoping that I do have success, but if I have fail, then I'll go to plan B and find something else for supper. But today, this morning, I thought it would be fun just to try this new recipe. And I want to include you because I like your company so much. So if you don't mind being my cheering team, just to cheer me on, that would be great. But either way, success or fail is going to be a fun project. And we can be together as I do this project and work this out. I have everything set out on the counter. I have my wonderful Tupperware bowl, very large bowl. I have my flour that I need. I have my hot water in this measuring cup here. And I don't think I'm going to put salt in this recipe this time, but I do have baking powder. I just put the 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I just put it in this little measuring cup here. And then I have the shortening in this measuring cup. So I'm just going to put everything in the bowl and just get it all mixed in. And then we'll continue on from there and see how it goes. I'm having fun so far, and it definitely is a learning process, a learning time. One thing that I did learn, and that is when I was kneading the dough, I had put too much flour on the surface, so it made the dough really dry. So what I did is I added a tiny little bit more shortening, not a lot, just a tiny little bit, and a tiny little bit more water, and I kneaded it again. And now what I have here is, I'll show you, I have my dough underneath this damp towel. I guess it's supposed to go under a damp towel for half an hour. So that's what it's doing. It's just sitting there relaxing while this damp towel just sits over the top. I guess it's just so it won't dry out. Obviously that's probably what it's for. So for half an hour I just have to let that sit there, and then I go on to the next step. I'm back again, and it's been 30 minutes and I've been reading over my notes here. I guess our next step is to divide the dough into balls. Yes, so I think that's the next step. I've been reading this very carefully because I'm trying my best to do it right. So let us proceed, shall we? We're coming near the finish line, my friends. So the next thing that we have to do is to take this damp towel, the one that we used earlier, and cover all of those balls except for one. And that one that we're going to work with is we're going to roll it with a rolling pin to make a nice round circle. But this will be covering all of the rest of the balls so they don't dry out. So let's continue on. We're almost near the end. So I rolled this out, and it's very, very thin. I had to do a little patch job there just to make it as round as I possibly could. But I think that's thin enough. It's quite thin. So now I'm going to take this beautiful dough and take it over to my cast iron frying pan. And it's time to start cooking this up. I just turned the stove on to medium. And according to the instructions, it says that I don't have to put any grease in there. So I'll let that be. And in the meantime, while that heats up, I took this here with some tin foil or aluminum foil. And I'm going to put each of the tortillas in there one at a time with tin foil. And I'm going to use some of this parchment paper to put over the layers of the tortillas. And see how that works, my friends. It's been a really good morning so far. I'm glad that you're here with me. And when this cast iron gets all nice and warm, we'll start with tortilla number 1. Well, it's cooking, my friends. I'm on tortilla number 3. And I'm going to just flip that over right now. There we go. That looks pretty good. This is actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm very, very surprised. And this is going to be really nice to go with our supper tonight. I have a lot of really nice ingredients, which I'll show you in a few minutes. I'll show you the ingredients that I'm going to put in this tortilla wrap when we have it for supper tonight. But this is exciting, my friends, because it's so easy. I'm definitely going to be making this again. I have the last one in this container here, and I have my tin foil on the side, but every tortilla is separated by parchment paper. You can see the layers here, and the tin foil has been nice because it's been keeping the heat in, but also the moisture. So I'm just going to cover this over, my friends, and this will help keep everything moist. And I'm happy that I did this earlier in the day. It's nice to know that this part of supper is all done. I wanted to show you all the ingredients that we plan to put in our tortilla wraps tonight at supper time. And they're right here on the counter. All I have to do is get them all washed up and all cut up and put them in containers. And that way we can put them right in our tortilla wraps. I have some celery, an English cucumber, some fresh tomatoes, some lettuce from our garden. I cooked up chicken in the slow cooker yesterday, so that can go in the tortilla wrap tonight too. Nice protein. There's some mushrooms, and I'll grate up some cheese. And of course, in here we have the tortillas. Well, my friends, I am so happy that you decided to join me here today, keeping me company as I tried a new recipe. And I think it was a success. Not a fail today, it was a success. And of course, I'll need a little bit more practice. And maybe next time I'll make them a little tiny bit bigger. But first time was definitely the charm. And I have all of you to thank just for keeping me company. You guys are great friends, and definitely you boost the morale, that's for sure. Well, if you like this vlog, please give me the YouTube thumbs up or press that subscribe button. That would be great. And I have more vlogs coming up, so stay tuned and I'll talk to you all soon. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye. Bye. Hello, my friends. How are you all doing out there today? I'm Michelle the Introvert, and here we are in the month of July. And July is actually a very special month for me. July 27th, that's my birthday. And that is coming up very, very soon. And my friends, I would love it if you would all be a part of my birthday. I have 3 fun ideas that I'd like to share with you. I hope you don't mind being a part of my birthday, because that would be great. I just love your company and I love your friendships. So here we go with idea number 1. Idea number 1 is my birthday cake. I really like spending time in the kitchen, as a lot of you know. In fact, I find it fun. A lot of the times I find it a lot of fun. And for idea number 1, I would like you all to choose a birthday cake for me, in particular a flavor. There are a lot of Betty Crocker cake mixes out there in the stores, and those cake mixes don't cost very, very much. And all of the Betty Crocker cake mix flavors I love. So my friends, if you don't mind having a little task, and the task is you guys get to choose a flavor, the flavor of my birthday cake. And I will tally up all the different flavors that you choose, and the one that has the most amount of votes, will, so to speak, that will be the flavor of my birthday cake. So my friends, if you don't mind participating that way, pick out the flavor that you all would want me to have for my Betty Crocker birthday cake. And here comes idea number 2, and that has to do with my magic 8-ball, my fun magic 8-ball. What I would like you to do, if you don't mind, and that is send me some funny and fun questions. And the answers could be like yes or no answers, but I would like you to ask me some fun and funny questions that the Magic 8-Ball will be able to answer for you. It's just a fun game, it's all in fun. And what I'll do is I'll write down all of your questions, and then for my birthday video, the Magic 8-Ball gets to answer your questions. Yes, make them as funny as you want. That would be great, my friends. I think we'd all have a really good time and a really good laugh if you want to do that. My last and final idea is idea number 3. And this is supposed to be fun, and I thought you might enjoy it. It might come as a nice surprise to you all. And I'll share with you what my idea is. There are 8 letters in my name, M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. There's 8 letters. And between now and my birthday, I'm going to go to yard sales, I'm going to Dollarama, I'm going to go to different stores where they have sales and low prices. And between now and my birthday, I will find 8 items, one matching each letter of my name. So for example, my name starts with M, so I'm going to find something for low cost that begins with the letter M. And I will also find something that begins with the letter I, and then C, and then H, E, L, L, E. So each item will have to begin with those letters, and on my birthday video, I will show you what I found. I just thought it would be a fun idea to do that, and I'm actually looking forward to it myself because it makes me realize that I'm gonna have to go on the hunt. I'm gonna have to go on the hunt for some things, my friends, and it'll be fun to show you what kind of surprises and mysteries and treasures that I find. Those are my 3 birthday ideas, my friends, and I think it'll be fun, and I think that it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to write in your comments and what kind of birthday cake flavor that you choose. Yes, it's going to be a good birthday, and I'm so glad that you're all going to be a part of it. So, until my next video, my friends, it's toodaloo and ta-ta for now.